crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, babe.
Yeah, I talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure. This my kingdom, nigga. Stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, Dubai with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an optical. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical.
Clearly now, the pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real game, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines we find out. End game getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Yeah, talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast, go ahead, stand up. Put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. True love, we stay manned up. Ahem, like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick, I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse. Walk
to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine. Wifey is fine, I'm doing fine. Glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack.
East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lover with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lover with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lover with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lover with the gang gang, you know we don't play gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. I see fat people. I don't recall any of the Death Eaters that were fat, actually. Right? I don't think were any of them fat? Maybe Peter Pettigrew? Voldemort was really fat. Voldemort was fucking huge. Oh my god. Voldemort was so fucking fat. Oh god. Gross.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 3022 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you as powered and sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you bees.
The fucking Catalina wine.
All right, fam, welcome to the show. Thanks for being
puppy.
here. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, like the show, share with your friends, and make sure you leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcast, fam. Today, I am rocking the greatest merch in the realm, of course, papaswolio.com. Shameless plug, 20% off all new releases. We got the bull milk design, which is great. How many of you got your bull milk designs in? Go and check it out over there at papaswolio.com. And of course, join the fam over at swolenormousx.com. We are in approval stages for the app. We're finishing, we're still working on it. It's not ready for release, but it should be soon. Very excited for that. So stay tuned and make sure you get into the Swole fam today to lock in your membership and be ready and be first notified. Members will get first dibs on getting access to the app. So make sure that you sign up and join the fam today. SwoleNormousX.com. Now let's get into the episode. Hashtag SwoleAF for a chance to win today's Swole card. You want to get swole as fuck? Well, you can only do that with the Swole card. So drop that in the comments down below, and one lucky viewer, lucky live viewer, will win today's Swole card, and we'll give that away at the end of today's episode. Now, fam, let's moisturize and get into that tip. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, first Swole fam post today is from Paul. Paul says, hey, just joined trying to find my lost mojo. Until about 5 years ago, I lifted regularly and still got on the judo mat weekly along with tennis and rugby. Then I separated my tricep from my elbow at the start of COVID and have never been able to get my routine back and spent a few years overindulging in beer and food. So I'm hoping this new program plus my reinvigorated gym will help me get back on track. A couple pics of my gym, which is my new pride. Gym looks great. Gym looks great. Excellent. Love a wonderful home gym. And yeah. Being consistent, building muscle, staying on top of things is a lot more than just the training. So, you know, got to make sure that you remove all those things that were, I guess, the reasons why you would fall off. Getting an injury is no reason to, you know, fuck off for 5 years and eat shit. It's just an injury. Like, you will heal, you will repair. And if you take better care of yourself, guess what? You are going to repair faster. You're going to heal faster and you'll be back in no time. So anyway, the past is the past, but make sure that you are improving on those habits that will tend to knock you off again. So make sure that you're practicing your yoga. You obviously have all the equipment that you need. So welcome again to the fam. Stoked to have you. And let's keep you on that pony forever. Forever.
What's in the box?
What movie is that from? Stacy, new member of the fam. Stacy says, hey fam, excited to join this amazing community. First learned about Papa when I saw the first of many go to the fucking gym reels. I send those reels to my bestie every time she stands me up at the gym. She definitely has to work on her consistency. Ooh. Since February, I lost about 25 pounds of body fat, mostly by eating better, including prioritizing protein and lifting heavy things. I'm here to learn from Papa and y'all so I can get stronger and start making some sick fucking gains of my own. Good. Good. You need a new friend too. Friend sucks. I said it. All right. Accountability post from earlier in the week. Dallin says, this week I will be focusing on nutrition. Tonight at work, I'll be reviewing the nutrition jumpstart. And I've already got some meat ready to be cooked when I get home from work. Yeah, we like some meat, don't we?
Because Dickens?
Wednesday is when I'll be meal prepping for my weekend of work. I have the containers ready and a list of what I'll be eating prepped as well. My goal is 1 gram of protein per pound, as I'm going strictly carnivore, and I have a food tracker to make sure I hit my goal. Before shoving food in my face hole, I'll be asking myself, how does this help me? Thanks for the sweet birthday deals for memberships, and I hope to make you proud, Papa. Dallin, you're already making me proud. Welcome to the fam. Super stoked to have you, and I like what I'm hearing. I like it when people join and they start taking action right away. I like that rather than, oh, I signed up. Signing up for X, joining the fam, and when the app is released, you know, downloading the app, that's only the first part of it. So that's great. You made the plunge, you pulled out your credit card or Apple Pay or something. And I get it. You have to invest. You have to have skin in the game. That's why it costs. That's why you have to put in. You have to lock yourself in and commit. And it's very important. It's very important. There's so much stuff out there for free. And people always ask, well, why don't you make everything for free? I put out thousands of videos for over 8 years, but free doesn't get people results. It never has. It never has. You have to have skin in the game. You have to invest your time and your energy, and you have to commit to it. So just signing up, it's like having a gym membership. How many people have a gym membership and never go? That's Planet Fitness's, that's the Purple Planet's entire business model, is to get people to sign up and never pay, never show up. They have thousands of members that never show up. That's the goal. Get everyone for $10 a month. Stay fat. We want you fat because we don't want you in great shape and going to a real gym. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, if you have a Planet Fitness membership, just use it and abuse it. Just squeeze every last drop out of it. But you get the point. Having a gym membership doesn't mean that you're going to get results. You're not guaranteed results. No one owes you results. Well, I'm exercising. Even if you train and you train hard, as you think you train hard, you're not guaranteed results. Oh, but I eat well. You're not guaranteed results. You have to keep on investing and tweaking and fine tuning. I'm still fine tuning. I still tweak. Anyway, that's one of the best messages I can ever give. I've said on the podcast thousands of times. Before shoving food in your face hole, how does this help me? How is this helping me? If you don't ask yourself that, it's just being mindfulness. It's just being mindful. It's practicing brain gains. It's just being aware and present. Why am I putting this in my mouth? And if it's a dick, why am I putting this dick in my mouth? Why would you put a dirty dick covered in AIDS, blood, and COVID? Would you put that in your mouth? I don't think so.
Matt Damon.
So why are you putting those French fries in your mouth? Why are you eating that? Why are you eating those chips? Why are you eating those chips? Make anyone vomit yet? Good. It's lunchtime. Victoria says, I'm going to see if I can imitate reverse sled work at home. I need to make mobility a priority with my hips and knees. As soon as I cut back on the mobility work, I can feel the tightness almost immediately coming back. I will continue my sauna and strength training, adding mobility, reduce my sprints and running, stick with power walking. Okay, there's a lot there, but I'll stick to the first part. Imitate reverse sled work at home. Sure, by doing reverse sled. There's actually, I think Spud makes it. It's a carpet sled. It's just a flap of rubber, and you can walk back and forth on your carpet or on your wood floors or tile or whatever. So you can pull a blanket. You can put your child on a blanket or some weights on a sheet and drag it. You could do that too. Totally works. So it's just the movement. It's just the movement, the concentric over and over again that can get a lot of blood flow and fluid in your knees and strengthen those tendons and can be a great thing. Step downs are great, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. Check out the knee, the ankle, and the hip mobility masterclasses in Swole Enormous X. Okay, let's get into a couple email responses, and you can start dropping your questions if you want to get ahead of it, but we'll get into some questions in just a few moments. Couple emails. This one is from Carson responding to the Don't Be a Sheep email. Carson says, smashed chest today in the rain. Usually work out first thing so I don't have any excuses. As long as my kids don't wake up is the only time of day that I can 100% focus on what needs to get done. Once you figure it out how to just do it, it isn't a challenge to overcome. I think my mindset was in not making it a goal, but my identity. I don't want to train. I train because that's what I do to be the best version of myself. And that's exactly correct. You see how people defend their identities online. So you obviously don't want to, you do want to be aware of your ego. You want to be aware of all these things, but we look at these people that are, quote, body positive when they're really just justifying being lazy and being obese. Their identity is around being fat. That's why they have to resist losing fat and they have to resist losing weight and all this different kind of stuff. But there's nothing wrong with forging your identity around something that's improving yourself. You need to forge your identity should be someone that follows the 7 pillars. That's your identity. That's who you are. You are someone who practices mindfulness. You are someone who takes care of the body and trains hard. You are someone who eats properly because that food is fueling your body. You're someone that focuses on their environment, their community. There's nothing wrong with those things, forging that as part of your identity, because then you do it objectively and you get out of the whole, but my feelings. I don't feel like it, or it's raining, or oh, blah, blah, blah. You don't fall off anymore. We read a post earlier in the show today about falling off for a few years. You don't fall off if that's your identity. I don't care if I have one fucking arm. I don't care if my tricep falls off. It doesn't matter. I am going to be doing something to either rehab that or I'm going to be doing something with other body parts. If something's going on in my upper body, guess what? I'm still crushing legs. I'm still doing mobility. I'm still doing whatever I possibly can. And you want to minimize that risk as much as possible, of course. And you can't prevent everything. But what you can do is forge your identity around someone that doesn't give up and executes regardless. And that's going to get you more results overall. Don't be a sheep. Another response to that. Joanne says, help, please. I need a good kick in the ass. Used to work out at least 3 times a week. I loved my spin class, I loved my spin class, especially until one day after 10 years of pedaling, I got off the bike and I said, I don't want to do this any longer. Jojo. What? Help, please. I need a good kick in the ass. Used to work out. I loved my spin class until one day after 10 years of pedaling, you said, I don't want to do this any longer. I don't blame you. I'd be tired of hitting my head against a brick wall too. So In other words, that wasn't working because it's not going to work. You adapt to spinning or any kind of cardio like that very quickly. That's not ideal for muscle building, fat loss, or anything like that. Good for cardiovascular health, fine. You can go in the sauna, you go for a walk, you do sprints. It's fine to do cardio as a complement to your weight training, in my opinion, in my experience. So you loved your spin class, but if it got you results, you would still do it. If it got you looking exactly the way you wanted and it was fulfilling, but it gets boring after a while. You know, when you're lifting weights, you could challenge yourself, progressive overload. That's actually something you're looking forward to. You're always constantly improving. When you're doing a spin class, you're not moving, you're in one spot. It gets boring after a while, and rightfully so. You need to get on a good weightlifting program. I recommend, Joanne, that you join us over at swolenormousx.com. Sarah, responding to the cardio before or after lifting email. Sarah says, I hear so many people hating on cardio that it is so miserable and try to skip it all the time. Yep. I'm convinced those peeps are doing it for the wrong reasons. Then it makes sense why they hate it so much. It doesn't have to be 30 or 60 or 90 minutes every day. The majority of us are not elite or extreme athletes. There's no reason to drudge that kind of cardio daily. I used to do some fasted cardio every morning to, quote, wake up for the day, but even that feels like too much anymore. I definitely still do it, but try to be more mindful about when and what kind. Now it is more about heart and lung fitness than it is about anything else. Today is chest and shoulders. Don't have cardio on the agenda, but now you have me thinking about it, so maybe, smiley face. Well, a lot of people hate on cardio because it doesn't get them the results they want, and it's exhausting and fatiguing, and they don't understand why they don't look muscular and ripped after doing 90 minutes sweating their ass off. It's because it doesn't achieve that goal. You want to lift weights. So if you want to improve your heart and lung health, you just need high intensity intervals. You need like maybe 4 or 5 rounds of 30 seconds on, a couple minutes off, just high intensity. It's like sprint work. It's like lifting for your heart. You do not need long, slow duration cardio unless you're going for a walk. You don't have to run marathons. You shouldn't be running miles every day. You're going to get exhausted. You're going to be flat. You're going to feel flat. You're going to feel exhausted. You're not going to have the physique or the shape that you want. Can you do cardio in addition to weightlifting and see benefits? Sure, but you have to be making sure that you're recovering and able to progressively overload. Okie dokie. Look, if cardio got you all the results you wanted, and it got you, like, I would be talking about cardio. But people want to look, they want to feel, they want to be toned. Well, no, you want to build muscle. You're not going to be toned by doing cardio. I want to have a butt. I want to have this. I want to have the blah, blah. You want muscle. You want muscle. You need to build more muscle. That's the answer. People just want, because cardio is easy. It's easy. It's easy. I'm not saying it's not exhausting, but it's easy. You just do this. That's why people like to do it, because it's fucking simple. That's why you see so many women that just do these group exercise classes where they're just, because it's easy. It's fucking easy. It's easy. I'm not saying you can't be exhausted after the cardio, but it's not, the intensity's not there. You're just moving like random shit. Either you're on a spinning bike or you're on a treadmill. It's not complicated. You just do the same thing over and over again and you zone out. So it's fucking boring. It's easy and you don't see progress. No wonder why people hate it. That's why people don't like it. When you start lifting weights, it's a challenge every fucking time. And if you load it properly, it's always going to be challenging. It's not going to be as fatiguing and you're going to get more results. That's why it's better. And it can be different. You know, you're trying to get an extra rep. You're trying to get an extra this. You know, doing another minute or two of cardio is not going to help you get more results. Quite the opposite. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Well, Papa Swole, your cardio is so important. Oh, shut the fuck up. It always comes from someone who's fat or skinny and has no muscle. People just get the same way. When I say eat a steak, you get the vegans coming out of the woodwork. When I say, oh, cardio, I don't speak Spanish. I'm not saying I don't do cardio at all. You get all the cardio people, oh, cardio is great. I look at their profile, someone like runs a spinning studio. I get it. I get it. You want people to believe that cardio is the most important thing. It's why you have a business built around it. But I'm still going to say the same thing. You don't want to believe it. It doesn't matter if you want to agree or not. It's objectively true. You want to look a certain way. What do people want to look like? They want to look like they have shape. They want to look lean, muscle, build muscle. Otherwise, you're going to look like a marathon runner. And I certainly don't want to look like that. All right. If you're a jabroni, you're not on the email list. It's free for everyone. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com. Link is in the description. Makeemailswoleagain.com. And get on the email list. Now let's get into some knowledge cock, as if we haven't been slamming this whole time.
You make me happy.
All right. So if you want to call into the show, you can also go to askpapaswolio.com. Let's get into some questions. Punching Pelican. That's a fucking name and a half on Rumble. All right. Punching Pelican. Papa Swolio. I have a buddy who keeps skipping the gym.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
On Saturday, his excuse was he needed to dance at a wedding and bang his wife. Is he a lost cause? Any tips for him to go to the fucking gym? Okay. I'm going to give it to you straight. He's in a lesbian relationship and his wife pegs him. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but that's the truth. Now, of course, two consenting adults, they can do what they wish, but that's the reality of the situation. He gets railed. So, yeah, just let him know. Let him know I said that his wife pegs him. That is all. Might not be the answer you wanted, but it's the answer that you needed. It's the truth. Miss Texas Fit. No, I'm not done with this. No, I'm not done with it. I'm coming back. I'm not done. I'm not fucking leaving. On Saturday, his excuse was he needed to dance at a wedding and bang his wife. Yo. You're going to a wedding, you're going out in public without a pump? Again, Peg City. On Peg right there. Okay. Let him know I said so. Miss Texas Fit. Ask Papa Swolio. If my goal is to burn 4% body fat, that's a massive amount. Should I still be doing 2 to 3 sets with 6 to 8 reps, failure or almost failure? Or should I be doing 4 to 6 sets of 15 to 25 reps? I hired a trainer to give me structure, I suppose. So why are you asking me? Should have hired me. Go to swolenormousx.com. You're asking me. You could hire me and the whole Swole fam. Our app's coming out this summer. Anyway, I'll give you the answer. Burn 4% body fat. How do you know what your body fat percentage is? How do you think you're measuring this? It shouldn't be your goal. Who cares what the number is? It really does not matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter what your body fat. I don't even know what my body fat percentage is. It's not important. Or why? Is there a body fat composition? Is there a body fat competition going on? You do realize that when you step on a stage, the judges don't care what your body fat percentage is. Do you know that's not like something that gets measured? It's not like, well, this person was 4%, this person was 5%, so they lose points. It's how it looks. And anyone that's competed or knows about bodybuilding, people are going to look a little bit different. Of course, when you're looking at the Olympia and the highest level, they're probably relatively around the same percentage, but people are going to hold water and they're going to hold and distribute fat differently. One person's 7% might look like someone's 5% or whatever. It's just not important. Miss Texas follows up and says, because he has me doing 4 to 6 sets with 15 to 25 reps, I have the in-body machine. Who cares? Don't worry about that. You're stepping on its bioelectrical impedance. It's not going to be accurate. Depends on the time of day. Don't put a lot of stock in that number, please. Only reason is because I'm at 24%. I was at my best when I was at 18%. So you're talking about, that's 6, by the way. I don't know if you're doing girl math over there, but that's 6%. That's a massive percentage of fat. That's a lot of fat. Don't worry about the fat number. You want to build muscle. It's hard to build muscle. You want to build muscle. What I will say is that 4 to 6 sets of what? Like of 4 to 6 sets of a body part. That's a ton of fatigue. So if you're doing 4 to 6 sets of 15 to 25 repetitions, that's a shitload of fatigue. You're just exhausting yourself. And if you're doing high repetitions, you're going to have to go to literal failure. So it's going to be very fatiguing. You can get much more done with doing 4 to 8 reps and leaving a rep in the tank. It'll be much less fatiguing. You'll get more out of it. And 2 to 3 sets would likely, depending on the frequency, could be too much too. So it really comes down to the frequency. You're better off doing 2 sets twice a week for a body part, 2 sets twice a week, than 4 sets once a week. You're very likely even better off doing 1 set 3 times a week than 2 sets twice a week. But it depends on your split. Depends on what your priorities are for your training and how often you're going and stuff like that. So when we talk about building muscle and you want to build muscle, is what is going to create the best stimulus and give you the least amount of fatigue. And that's going to be the first part. At 2 to 3 sets, 4 to 8 reps. And the heavier load that you use, the less you have to go to failure, the less requirement to failure because of the load you're using. So for example, if you want to do 25 repetitions, you might have to do an exercise with 50 pounds. So you're just doing 50. So in other words, if you're getting to 25 reps, you're doing 20 reps of just moving. Like you're just moving. You're just wasting your time. You're doing 20 reps to get to the fatiguing reps. And when I say fatiguing reps, so around 5 reps, let's say you're going to failure or to 0 RIR, the last 5 reps or so is when you're getting the stimulus, okay? The last 5 reps. So why do 20 reps to get to the important reps when you can load the weight more and do 4 or 5 reps and then you did it? It's much less fatiguing. Why do 20 reps first to get to that stimulus when you can just do it from the get? So what you're doing is you're removing all the fluff. You're removing the junk volume. Ms. Texas Fit says, so I always lift heavy with less reps. I understand building muscle is key in progressive overloads. That's why I was confused about the higher sets and reps. And I'm not saying it doesn't work. Can you build muscle with 20 reps? Yes, you can, but it's going to be much more fatiguing. And the higher the reps that you do, you can build reps up to like probably 25 or 30. But the higher reps you do, the more fatigue you're going to incur and the more required it is to go to absolute failure. When I mean absolute failure, that means you fail on the rep. 0 RIR is you do a rep, the last one's going to be hard, but if you tried again, you would fail. That's 0 reps in reserve. You don't have any reps left. Failure is not the last rep was hard. Failure is you couldn't get the last rep. You failed on that last rep. So that would be an F. That would be a failure. And failure is okay, but if you go heavy load and to failure, you're causing a lot more damage, and it's going to take you longer to recover. So I rarely do failure now, but I routinely do 0 RIR. I'll get that last rep and be like, there's no way I'm doing another one, which is definitely fatiguing. I could leave another rep in the tank, but sometimes it's hard to judge, and I become a savage and I want to get that last fucking rep. But I understand that I'm getting more fatigue, but at the same time, I'm not as much as I'm going to absolute failure. So if I'm doing super heavy weight and I'm getting 5 reps and I attempt that 6-1 and I fail, there's just no need for it. That's a lot of fatigue and a lot of exhaustion attempting and failing on that rep when I could just stop with maybe I could do 4 reps and leave 1 in the tank, or 5 reps, leave 1 in the tank, or 5 reps and, good topic. We'll move on, but we'll get to Mike's question in a second. Let me just follow up with this. Miss Texas Fit, but it's more beneficial to burn fat to lift heavier than lighter weight plus less reps? No, lighter weight plus less reps is the opposite. Lighter weight plus less reps is that's stupid. Nutrition is the thing. You're only going to see your muscle. It's all dependent on nutrition. You want to build muscle and you want to manage your nutrition, your inflammation, and your calories and macros and do whatever you need to do. That will get rid of extra body fat. You're going to force your body at rest to improve your metabolism and to metabolize more fat at rest. You meant lighter weight and more reps. You're not burning fat with the lifting. Just get off that. You're not burning fat with the lifting. When you have more muscle mass, your resting metabolic rate will improve and your blood sugar management in your body will improve. So all that's going to improve. Your hormone levels, everything. Get off all the estrogenics and birth control and perfumes and deodorants and plastics and shit. That's very important especially for women. Very sensitive to that stuff. So it's, you're not burning fat with lifting, but it's always going to be, it's better to lift heavier with less reps. Heavier with less reps because you're going to create that growth stimulus. You're subjecting yourself to the growth stimulus and you're minimizing the fatigue. Again, it's not about more volume. So let me just, I know we've talked about this a lot, but I feel like everyone needs to hear this over and over again. This is going through my mind all the time because it's not what we're used to hearing. And with most things, right, people talk about calories in, calories out. That's why I hate that stuff. I'm not saying energy balance doesn't matter, but the food quality matters. So I hate it that people talk about quantity all the time and they're eating garbage food. You guys know I hate that. Same thing with lifting. If more was better, then I wouldn't be saying 4 to 6 sets. I would be saying 10 sets. So if 3 sets were better than 1, and more is better, then 5 sets would be better than 3, and 10 than 5, and 15. I'd be doing 40 sets for chest. And let me tell you, I've done 40 sets for chest before. And what I feel, this was like 20 years ago when I first started lifting, sore as fuck, super swole. I just literally beat a dead horse. I just fucking destroyed my chest. But soreness isn't the goal. Soreness doesn't build muscle. Volume doesn't build muscle. Providing the growth stimulus builds muscle. So what do you need to do? You need 2 things, growth stimulus and recover. That's what you need. So what you want is that arrow going up. You want high growth stimulus, heavy weight. You want low fatigue. It's growth stimulus, as much growth stimulus as you can with the least amount of fatigue. And you're getting the most growth stimulus from that first set. So the growth stimulus that you receive, this is why when I warm up, that first set that I do in my workout, whatever the body part is, the first set that I do is the most important set. I cannot overestimate and overstate this enough. The first thing that you do in your workout, whatever body part you do first, the first movement is going to be the most neuromuscular activation and motor unit recruitment and growth stimulus, especially for a body part. So I'm like, if you do 2 sets of chest, that first set is going to be boom. Then if you go to back, the first set, yeah, obviously you'll be a little bit more fatigued, but not that much. But that's going to be that first set, and especially the first set in your workout, not just of the actual body part or the exercise. So the research shows that if you do that first set for chest, in order to match the growth stimulus from that first set, let's say I do an all-out set, 5 or 6 reps. So I got my 5 stimulating reps. It's going to take 3 or 4 additional sets to match the growth stimulus from that first set. I'll say it again. It will take 3 or 4 additional sets to match the growth stimulus from that first set, which means those next 3 or 4 sets are not worth what that first set is worth. So doing 2 sets is great. I like 2 sets. I think 2 is better than 1 in most cases, but it's really the frequency over the course of the week. Sometimes on upper body day, I'll do 2 sets for biceps and 2 sets for triceps. I did it yesterday. But the next time I do upper body, I might just do 1 set for biceps and 1 set for triceps. A little bit less volume. It'll aid in my recovery. Smaller body parts don't need as much volume. I'll be fine. Because don't forget, if I'm trying to focus on my chest, if I destroy my biceps and triceps, that might affect my pushing ability for future workouts and stuff like that. So you just have to think about it that way. So it's like, why do 5 sets when I can do 2? I'm getting so much benefit from the first one, but people do this weird thing where they do, let me go heavier for my second and third set. You've seen people do that. Like I'll do 100 pounds for 12 reps. And then I'll do 120 for 10. And then I'll do this for 8. No. You have to do it the opposite. Go as heavy as you fucking can. Warm up and prepare yourself mentally and look at what your numbers were last time and load as much as you can. You want to load as much as you did that last time, but you want to get an extra rep or add a little bit more weight and try to get the same amount of reps in general. That first set is all out war. That's your progressive overload. So if last time you did 100 pounds for 6 reps and now you loaded up 110, you did 6 reps, boom, progressive overload achieved. Next, you could drop the weight a little bit and do the next set to 0 rep RIR to 8 reps, a little back off set. I like that. I like the first set being like 4 or 5 reps and the second set being around like 7 or 8. And the more you practice and expose yourself to the different loads, the better you're going to be. And sometimes you'll put on too much weight and you get 3 or 4 reps, you fucked up. It's like, okay, you could do an extra set or, just keep that in mind and don't go as heavy for the next set or do the same weight and try to get that 4th rep. But, you get better at it. Sometimes you add a little bit too much weight. So I didn't do this. Let's see. I didn't do this. Hold on a second. I did my preacher curl machine. I did a preacher curl machine that I haven't done in about a month or so. Haven't done about a month. Maybe it was a month and a half. And the last time I had 80 pounds on this one peg on the preacher machine, and I did 6 reps. So it wasn't necessarily a novel stimulus, but I was like, okay, I did 80 pounds for 6 reps this time. So I was like, let me just throw on a 2.5. Like I felt great. Maybe I could do a 5, but with biceps, that's a big jump. So I threw on a 2.5 pound. So I did 80 pounds for 6 reps that month or a month and a half ago. And yesterday I did 82.5 for 8 reps. So I went up 2.5 pounds and added 2 additional reps. So I misloaded. I should have gone heavier. I should have gone 85 and probably would have gotten 5 or 6 reps. That means I'm growing. That means I'm getting stronger. I'm building muscle. Like that's good progress. That's what you want to see. You want to see those numbers going up. So anyway, we'll leave it there for now, but you can follow up. And if you join the fam, we can get into this more with like the Telegram chats. We have a roundtable tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. And of course, when the app comes out, it's going to be even more clarifying. But this is Maximum Swole. That's a great program. Maximum Swole and it's definitely a mind fuck. People are used to doing more. People are used to thinking more is better, but it's not. More is not better. Remember, the goal is not to do more. The goal is not to get sore. The goal is not to feel it for a week. Feeling it doesn't mean anything. You might feel sore if you train hard. But if you're getting too sore and not able to recover, then you're doing too much volume. If you're not able to progressively overload, you're doing too much volume. Most likely, you're not training hard enough and nutrition and stuff like that. So soreness is not the goal. Once you stop training for being sore and you're training with intent to progressively overload, then the whole approach changes. A lot of people want to feel that they worked out. This is why they like CrossFit and spin classes, because they lie in a puddle of their own sweat and fluids and like, oh my God, I worked out so hard. No, you just didn't die. You saw what your body was capable of without dying. You're just overtraining. You're overdoing it. You're not stimulating the right things when it comes to your body to get the physique and the results that you want. You just feel temporarily exhausted. People are going for instant gratification. They want to feel it in the moment. Oh, I want to feel like I worked out hard. I don't want to feel wiped out and exhausted. I want to create the stimulus so I can actually get the results that I want. That's why I'm able to build muscle. And I'm not taking testosterone. I'm 41 fucking years old. And, people think that you train properly and smart, then you get results. If the goal was to get as sore as possible, I would be doing bench pressing or whatever for 6 fucking hours. And everyone would be. People would be training for 8 hours a day. They would never stop lifting weights. They would just lift weights all day long, but that's not how it works. Growth stimulus and decreasing fatigue. Because if you create the growth stimulus and you minimize fatigue, you can train that muscle more frequently. You're going to get more results because you're able to expose it to growth stimulus more frequently. So frequency is very important. I'm not quite on the full body workout yet. I like targeting areas, upper and lower, but I think full body is actually a really good approach. I'm just not there yet in terms of doing it, but I might try it. But I'm really liking my upper lower split. So if I'm getting results, I'm just going to stick to it. I'm going to stick to what I'm seeing is getting me results, and I'm cool with it. I'm curious, but I don't want to change things up because I'm really liking what I'm getting. All right. Mike, I know you asked a question earlier, so I'm going back to it. Good questions. Thank you for keeping me off Instagram questions. I appreciate it. Fuck that shit. Mike Dizzle, 1971, Papa Swole. I'm trying to build better shoulders and, quote, square off. Square off. I do laterals and front raises, but don't seem to make any gains. Any other exercise you would suggest to focus on this? Square off, middle deltoid and posterior deltoid. You don't need front raises. That's garbage. Front raises are shit. Do incline chest and you'll get plenty of anterior deltoid. The anterior deltoid doesn't make your shoulders look big. You want width. And you want that 3D look. Posterior deltoid and middle deltoid. And there's different ways to train them, but that's your answer. You want to look big, it's middle deltoid. Let's see. Jay Sigmund, Papa, you blew my mind. I do that now and again. You're saying start heavy and go lighter as your workout progresses. No, not go lighter. a back off set is not going lighter. It's objectively maybe lightening the load for that second set, but I'm not saying go lighter as the workout progresses. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. If you're doing, so for example, I'm just going to throw in, so let's say yesterday I haven't done my weight stack machine. I have this old school Body Masters chest press. Fucking great machine. Great machine. But of course, I've made the stack obsolete. So I have my gym pin. So I added an extra 20 pounds. So it was like 320 pounds or whatever on the chest press here. So anyway, I loaded up and I did 6 reps. So then, that was great. That was an improvement. So then I took off the extra 20 pounds, waited like my 3 minutes or so, and I wanted to go for 8, about 0 RIR for 8. So I did a back off set, which will get me quality reps. Plus it feels a little bit lighter. It's a great way to overload the muscle and kind of get maybe some more stimulus that I might not have gotten from that first set. But it's not any less, it's less stimulating than the first set, but it's getting additional stimulus on the muscles. And it's a great way it's a good amount of volume. So a back off set, it's less intense, so to speak, but you don't always need it too. You don't always need it. So it depends on the body part. It depends on your recoverability. So I'll do the first set, my goal. And like I said, my goal is 5 reps or so, but sometimes I'll get 4, sometimes I'll get 6, which is fine. But then I know to fine tune. Well, if I got 6 reps, I can maybe add a pound or 2.5 pounds or whatever depends on the machine, both sides or whatever, to get that, to make sure it's 5 reps. But I mean, getting 6 is not, I failed. I was supposed to do 5. It's fine. It's fine. But usually if I see 6 reps on a certain exercise, I will, the next time, rather than do the same weight for 7, a lot of times I'll try to add a slight bit of weight and get 6 reps again, or 5 reps, which is fine. I'm fine if I get 5 reps and I start there the next time I try to get 6 with that. So I like to try to keep in the low range. 4 to 6 reps is going to be my first set. And the second set is going to try to be like 7 or 8. So I'm not going, when you said lighter, you said, quote, lighter, but I'm not really going lighter throughout the rest of my workout. That second set, if I'm doing a back off set, then I'm going to, the load might be slightly less, like 10 pounds, depends. Good topic. This needs to get flushed out frequently. Miss Texas Fit, Papa Sully, how many times a week should you hit a muscle group in a week? I missed that part. I would say 2 to 3. 2 or 3 times a week. Now, it depends on the body part, depends on your split, depends on your recoverability. But you don't need to be doing it 4 times a week per se. 1 time a week is just not enough. 2 week at the minimum, I would say. And really what you need to do is when you have a program that's like an upper lower split, for example, you like, well, I'm not going to recover my legs enough for that next workout. That means you're doing too much volume. It's a mind fuck. That means you're doing too much volume. I always thought I can never do legs twice a week. And I was right. I couldn't with how much volume I was doing. I was sore as fuck. I was doing a lot. When you cut it down, I can actually get it. And sometimes it still might be too much. So a leg workout for me might be 2 all-out hack squat sets, and that's fucking it. I do a little calves after. That might be it for my leg workout. Because if I do 3 sets or 4 sets, or if I do leg extensions afterwards, yeah, I can do it. And again, it's not that I can't handle more pain. It's not that I can't handle more volume. A lot of people think like, well, I could do more. It's not about seeing what your body can take before you break. That's a great way to hurt yourself or get tendonitis. I used to have issues like my elbow would kind of linger. I talked about that. Like it's, you have like inflammation and just shit. That's because you're doing 12 sets for fucking triceps. How big do you think this muscle is? It's one little joint here that you use all the time and you're just fucking smashing it. And you're doing it. Then you're doing chest and other pressing exercises during the week. And then you're hitting it again. Of course you have tendonitis. You're just destroying your body. But if you're doing 2 sets a week or 1 set twice a week, how are you going to get tendonitis and injuries and stuff? I'm not saying it's not possible, but your body is able to heal and you're overloading it with such low volume that you're able to actually build and recover. So the amount of times that you should hit a muscle depends on the frequency. You can hit it 3 times a week if you adjust the volume, but a lot of times you might not need it. So if I'm doing legs twice in a week, maybe Monday, Thursday, or Monday, Friday, you better believe I'm not doing that much. So tomorrow is going to be my leg day. I've been doing these like heavy, like my upper or lower, I do every other day. I do upper rest, lower rest, upper rest, lower rest. I've tried doing 2 back to back and then a rest. It just starts to push my recovery. I just feel exhausted and it's just too much. So I like having a day in between. And you learn how much you learn how much you can do and how quickly you can recover from it. So I know if I throw an extra set, I might not recover in time. That's a trade-off I need to make. And a lot of times if I think I could do more, and I know I could do more, I could always do more, then I pull back. So the thing is, we have a tendency to try to like go until we're fucking wiped. And I have a tendency to do my leg workout until I can't move my legs and I'm like cramping. I can fuck myself up. And that's what you need. You need to push yourself. But a lot of people have this masochistic approach in the gym where they just try to fucking hurt themselves. And if you try to hurt yourself or push as hard as you can until you break, guess what? Eventually you're going to break or you're going to have aches and pains. It's not required for muscle growth. Do you want to build muscle or do you want to subject yourself to as much stress as possible and be like, I survived CrossFit. Look at my hands. They're bloody. It's like, cool story, bro. You know, these guys have chiropractor bills out the ass and they're injured all the time and cool. I don't want bleeding fucking, I don't want my hands to bleed. You know, I don't want to be in the hospital on IV drip because my kidneys are failing from rhabdo. Like I don't need to do 500 kipping pull-ups for time. What the fuck, man? Yeah, but you need to be able to be exposed to anything. If you are hanging off the edge of a cliff and some gang, just a rabid gang of like, I don't know, let's say these cartels, you know, you're on vacation. And these cartels kidnap you and they put you on the edge of a cliff. Do 500 kipping pull-ups or you die. It's like, that'd be a strange situation, but you could probably at least do some and maybe survive like in the moment. You don't need to do that like, what are you training for? Again, are you training? You seeing how much the human body can take? It can take a lot. The human body can take a lot. It can do a lot of fucking shit. But that's not training. That's just subjecting yourself to just absolute insane volume. That's a mental game. It's in your head. So that's not the goal. That's not the goal. And again, what do you want the goal to be? Do you want results or do you want to feel like you trained hard? Again, get out of your feelings. But I feel like I didn't do enough. Okay. Again, okay. But I feel like, cool. Do you want results or not? So I still feel like, but I look at the numbers and I look at my book and I see my weights going up every single session pretty much. Like, well, I don't feel like I did that much. Well, I did. Look, that went up in weight. That went up in reps. It's successful. I feel great about it now. I don't have to wonder, well, I don't feel like I did enough. I'm tracking it. I know I did enough. I set out to do 7 reps on this and I got 8. Or I set out to do 110 pounds on this. I did 120. I set out to do this. That was my goal. I achieved my goal. Next session. And I feel much better. I'm sleeping better. I have more energy because I'm not fucking myself up ridiculously and I'm making more progress. MES 41, MES 41. Really good questions. Like we'll just do less of the shit posts and stuff. We're gonna keep going here. During the 90-day dash, if I miss a day, should I skip the workout and stay on schedule or just continue the next day? Should I skip the workout? Yeah, stay on schedule. Like if it's like an upper body day and it's Wednesday. No, like you don't like just move on to later in the program. No, do what you missed. Don't skip it. Just you delayed it a day. You're just more recovered. You know, that's fine. If you miss a week, you probably should go back and like skipping workouts doesn't give the adaptations. Like I'm just going to move ahead. It's like you didn't do the work. Miss Texas Fed. I work legs 3 times a week, 4 to 6 movements. What does that mean? Like 4 to 6 exercises? Hamstring / glutes, quad / glutes, and a full glutes day. 4 to 6 movements. Let me tell you, if you're working glutes 3 times a week, you should probably be doing 3 sets a week. Does that blow your mind? maybe 4 sets total, 2 on one day, or 1-2-1 or 2-1-1, you're not recovering from that. That's a lot. 4 to 6 movements. That's not sets. Like, I mean, it's a lot. Now you can do legs 3 times a week, but you need to be working different parts of your legs and doing very low volume, which means like if you're doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Thursday, Sunday, or something like that, that means on one day you might be doing 1 set of hack squats to failure, like, or 1 set of squats, 0 RIR, and maybe like, I don't know, an RDL, like a set. You might not even recover enough. If you're going hard enough and doing what I'm talking about, you might not recover enough for 3 days. At least 2 days. 2 days is a lot. So the other day, so tomorrow I'm gonna do legs, but I did 2 sets of adductor, 2 sets of leg extension, and 2 sets of seated hamstring curl. That was my leg workout. And I might have done a little bit too much on the adductors. I got a little bit extra sore. So I might have only need 1 set. Or not train as close, or do 2 sets, but not train to like 0, leave 1 in the tank. A little bit less extra fatigue. You got to feed legs their big muscles. That's nonsense. That's not scientific at all. Big muscles has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. The chest is a large, there's a lot of big muscles, but you're subjecting them to more stress. You're going to lift more load with your legs. If you're loading them properly, it's all relative. The size of the muscle doesn't mean they need more volume. That's a big trap. That's not true at all. That's why people do way too much. And you'll get used to doing it more often. You're just not going to recover. You're going to subject yourself to injuries, and you're not going to make gains. Let's see. Hashtag APS. Papa Swole, this may be a dumb question, but in Maximum Swole for the warm-up sets, do you use lower weight than the all-out set? Of course. 100,000. You have to. So for me, warming up, like, it's just preparing for that all-out set. So I might do a set of like 8 reps, and then I might put a little bit more weight on, do like 3 or 4 just to get like the strength and get like my coordination and activation and warming. Like increasing the temperature of the muscles is important. Not by doing 30 minutes of cardio first, but I'll do a little bit of club, and then I'll get right into my warm-up sets. 1, 2, maybe 3 warm-up sets. Maybe, but usually like 1 or 2. Because you want to increase the temperature. And the reason why you want to increase the temperature, because you'll get faster neural transmissions and stuff. You know, when you add heat to an environment, you'll get better, as quote unquote, reception or, neural speed, which is what you need for motor unit recruitment and synchronization and such. Okie dokie. But again, I don't like just one all-out set. So Maximum Swole will say, look, Maximum Swole is great because it teaches you to do 1 set, but you start with less. And then if you need more, you can always go to 2 sets. But the tendency is to do like, I'm going to do 5 sets. You do way too much volume and then you try to cut down. You start with less and then you only add when you need. So again, it depends on the frequency, how often you're training. That's why Maximum Swole, you have different splits. You have upper lower, you have full body, and you add your own rest days. So I've played around with this. I've done 2 on, 1 off, 2 on, 2 off. If I do 2 on, 1 off, I tend to need to do 2 off. I tend to need to add an extra recovery day. Or you do 2 on, 1 off, 1 on, 1 off, 2 on. You can fluctuate. So now I do every other day. And I'll do some accessories in between. So yesterday I did upper body day. Today I might do a little forearms. I'm not sure if I'll throw in calves, but tomorrow's leg day. So I might do a couple sets, but doing a couple forearm sets, even to failure, it's not fatiguing in the same sense. I'm not like overloading the same as if I do a heavy leg press. If I'm doing hack squats, it's much more fatiguing for my body than to do a set or 2 of wrist curls. You know what I mean? Okay. When deep on that, let's move on. I put the questions. We could spend a lot of time on that. Let's see. We'll take this one at the buzzer, but De La Junior, on days I don't go to the fucking gym, I'm working my Amazon delivery job for 10 hours a day. My question is, because my job is already physically demanding, should I still go to the fucking gym, or could I be overdoing it? You could be overdoing it. Like I just explained for a while. you could be overdoing it without your work. You know, lifting more than 3 or 4 times a week is overdoing it, even without extra physical fatigue. So if you're lifting on days, you got to ask, you got to see it for yourself. Are you doing maximum swole? Are you progressively overloading? Are you making progress? Here's a tendency. People make progress, right? You do maximum swole, you do whatever, and you're progressively overloading. I'm seeing results. So you think, ooh, if I do more, I get more results. It's like, if you're making progress, keep doing it. When you stop making progress, so for me, if I start hitting a wall with an exercise and I just can't break a plateau, I just step over to a different exercise. And then I'll make some gains and progress on that for a little bit. It's mentally refreshing. It's a different angle. It's a different stress on the body. It's mixing it up. You know, I don't add too many different new things at a time because a new exercise will be much more fatiguing. So you want to tone it down when you add something new to your schedule for the first week or two. And then I'll go back to that. I'll go back to that exercise I was kind of stuck at for a week or so. And then I go back to it later and then it's like new again. I kind of, maybe break through that a little bit. So sometimes you need a break from an exercise and that's fine, but you don't get the hypertrophic benefits for the first few weeks. At the beginning, you're getting those neural adaptations. The numbers are going to go up. Oh, it's a new movement. I'm getting strength. It's just coordination for the most part. It's not necessarily hypertrophy. It takes a few weeks. So you have to be much more consistent. You can't be changing shit all the time. If you're changing shit all the time, you're just getting that shock factor. And people change things all the time because they want to feel sore. Again, if you're chasing soreness, yeah. If you want to be sore, change your movements all the time. Do it CrossFit style. Just do random shit. Go in the gym and pick random exercises. Do a chest press over here, then do barbell bench. And the next time you do chest, do 1,000 push-ups and don't leave the gym until you do 1,000 push-ups. I guarantee you will be so fucking sore all the time, but you're also not going to get the results that you think you're going to get. You can be, if you want to be sore all the time, I can tell you how to be sore all the time, but getting sore does not build muscle. Again, you have to remember that more is not better. If more was better, I'd be telling you to do 30 sets. And again, the tendency is when you get results to do more. And I see results when I'm doing certain things. And I in my head, I'm like, well, I could just do 1 set of pec flies at the end of those 2 sets of chest. But that's more. And if 2 sets is my volume, guess what? It doesn't sound like much. We'll just do 1 more set. That's a 50% increase in volume. When you phrase it like that, oh, that's 50% increase. You'd like to see that in your stock portfolio. That's 50% increase is Bitcoin going from 60 to 90. All of a sudden, that's a God candle right there. If Bitcoin jumped up 50%, the world would be like losing its fucking mind. Everyone would be like, how do I buy it? How do I buy it? Despite the fact that it's at 60K and just been holding for fucking months and months. Anyway, I don't want to get off the topic, right? So that'd be a big deal if Bitcoin went from 60K to 90K, something's imploding, or they just printed a fucking $1 trillion. So going from 2 sets to 3 sets is the same type of jump. It's just relative. Okie dokie. Good stuff. Let's move. Oh, we're in the balls deep portion. Okay, so we're done with the questions. All right, let's get into it. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I like the questions. I appreciate it. And I like talking about these things. We'll save the questions. We'll say, oh, we don't have questions. We'll do more of the questions on Friday because we have our round table tomorrow. By the way, let me bring that up on the screen. If you're not a member, swolenormousx.com. Join the fam. Tomorrow we have our live call. And that's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern time, roundtable 74. If you can't be there live, we always record and have it available for later listening. So 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And if you're joining now, you like this conversation, show up tomorrow night and just come up on stage and just talk about it. We can talk about it more. We usually just shoot the shit. People talk about keeping heads in their freezers and weird creeps. And I don't know. It's literally just hanging out. People talk about whatever comes up. But we always prioritize important shit. So in the meantime, people just talk shit and it's a lot of fun. So Roundtable 74 tomorrow, August 15th. Be there. swolenormousx.com. Round table. And if you like the round tables, you go and listen to the other 73. What is that, like 150, 200 hours of conversation if you want it? More stories? Oh boy. Melissa's got more milkman stories. All right, balls deep. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, we have to do a couple of these because that's gross. We're not going to have a tomorrow episode. Oh, Pumpkin Man returns. The return of the pumpkin.
It is not my place as a smaller bodied white man to comment on it.
Oh, we got a lot of repeat offenders. I feel like we put them out. We put them in jail and they let them back out. We put these people in digital jail and I guess they got bail. They got bailed out. Gross. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4 so we can subject everyone listening now. Just had some great training content go back and forth, and now I'm going to blow your eye holes apart. PK, first one in the door. Number 4. This one's called Tried Everything. Sure you did. Except shut your fucking mouth. Gross.
No. My name is Victoria. I am 20 years old, and I'm fat. I am fat now, and I have always been fat.
I don't want to hear her whole thing
again. For my entire life, I have been on diets. Proportionally, more of my life I have been on diets than I haven't been on diets. I have tried everything. I have tried nutritionalists.
The reason why we're listening to this, it's someone next to her doing a split screen, just nodding and be like, yes, queen. So we'll just continue it.
I have tried keto. I have tried Atkins. I have tried low carb.
Wait, I want to hear that again.
I have tried Atkins. I have tried nutritionalists. I have tried keto.
What's a nutritionalist? Is that a thing? There's no such thing as a nutritionalist, by the way.
Tried nutritionalists. I have tried keto. I have tried Atkins. I have tried low carb.
Garb. Okay, 3 garbage.
I have tried Jenny Craig. I have
garbage.
Tried those little powders that you put on your food. I have tried appetite suppressant pills. I have
garbage.
Tried to be a vegetarian. I have
garbage.
Done just fruits and vegetables for
garbage. Are you gonna say carnivore? I bet she doesn't say that.
A month straight. I have done all the juicing. I have gone to workouts. I've had personal trainers. I've done it all.
She didn't say Okay. Now, I'm not like a massive carnivore. I'm carnivore. Because I don't eat carnivore. But it definitely fucking works. Notice she didn't say anything animal-based. It was all fucking vegetarian, the juices, fruit and vegetables. It's all the fucking marketing garbage that you hear. It's all like the elitist dieting. I tried powders. I tried this. You didn't try the one fucking thing that works. And I bet you tried those fucking things. I bet you tried the keto and stuff. I bet you didn't do it right. Look, you do keto, there's 1,000 ways to... I don't trust anyone that says, but I tried keto. Yeah, if you did it right, most people are just sucking down vegetable oils and seed oils. It's garbage, right? People are just doing dirty keto. But I'm eating cheese all the time. Okay, but bullshit. Yet didn't say I ate beef and lifted heavy weights. Yep, didn't do that though. DM her and have her do 90 days. No, fuck that shit. She can come and join like anyone else. No more freebies. We're not doing that shit anymore. You guys know, if you've been around for a few years, done that before. No. People you got to pay to play. You want to join? You want to get access to the amazing Swole fam and everything that we've built here? No. You can join like anyone else and then you'll get results. But no freebies. These people love fucking handouts. They love fucking handouts. They love a handout. Oh, my feelings. That's so sweet. Love and attention. Oh, you care about me. And then you quit. Oh, it's hard. I can't even do this. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You can join. Look, anyone can join. If you're a shitty member and you suck, we will politely cancel your membership. No joke. Like if you're a troll or you do something, you're gone. But if you are a paying member, I don't care if you're Vladimir Putin. I don't care if you're, Miss Tremendous over here. You can join, be a member, get results. That's totally fine. I don't care who you are. You can join if you're a valuable member of the community. And if you don't share the same beliefs in other ways or political or social, you just keep your mouth fucking shut and do the work. That's fine. I don't care. You can join. As long as you have a good sense of humor and you like making gains and you're encouraging to other people, you can be a part of this. You can be a part of this. If you suck, well, I can't help you with that.
And yet, I'm still fucking fat. I promise you that every fat person you know has been on more diets than you can count. After
Yeah, and they've also eaten more food than I can count too.
years of trying and failing to lose weight, I'm finally comfortable with my body and the way I look.
After years of trying and never doing the right thing, I finally gaslit myself into believing that I love myself the way I am. It's just easier. I realize it's easier. It's easier pretending I like my body than actually trying to improve. I've realized, I like quitting is easier. That's what I've realized. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Notice everything that she said. It's like, okay, I tried all this stupid fucking shit that doesn't work and it doesn't work. That's what I hear. I hear this. I tried all these dumb fucking things and it didn't work. I wonder why. Like I always say, you can try to build, like I've tried building a wheel. If you keep building it square, it ain't going to roll. So I don't care how many different square wheels. You could build an octagon wheel. Ooh, a triangle wheel. That worked. That didn't work at all. You know, it's a pentagon now. Oh, it's a dodecahedron. It's just a little bumpy. I digest it with my heart. And I feel like it goes in my ear. You know, I got a good ticker. You know, no gene therapy. I'm feeling good. But like that goes in my ear hole and like right to my carotid. It goes right to my circumflex artery. I can feel like, ugh. It's like, that doesn't belong here. My body's like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I don't know what that's doing here. Please don't send that everywhere else.
Sand! Sand! Sand!
Elizabeth says 3, my lord. For king and country. All right. Yes, me lord. What's that from? Come on. I know you guys. I know some of you. We got some peeps. Oh, look at the tainty man. Aww. Look at his pepper paws. Look at the pauper man. Church is over here too. But she's, Church is retired. Her camera was retired. This Pinkston Churchill. She's the sleepiest. You sleepy, Churchy? Look at her. Just tucked her in. All right. Hashtag SwoleAF for a chance to win today's Swole card. Very nice. Let's see. The dainty man. Yeah, Foodie Beauty lasted an hour. Yeah, we did that in 2020. Huge waste of time. Nah, I tried. Look, if you don't want to do it, I can't force you to do it. All right. What, 3, my lord? 3, my lord. LGBT. Why can't anyone just be Why can't anyone just be gay anymore? Can you just be gay? Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough?
I'm here to share with you all the real gay agenda, just so everybody's informed. If you all get in this voting booth in November acting like you don't have any sense and we lose our right to love who we want to love.
Oh my God. Oh my God. These people are fucking retarded. I thought it was going to go a different direction, but I'm not surprised.
We're taking your man. We're taking your woman. Imagine coming home to your family house and I'm in your dad's recliner. I've smashed your mom. She's baking me cookies.
Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck did she just smash him? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Cool. Let's keep voting for mental retardation. Keep going. Keep going. You keep talking like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. November's going to be glorious.
It's our right to love who we want to love. We're taking your man. We're taking your woman. Imagine coming home to your family house and I'm in your dad's recliner. I've smashed your mom. She's baking me cookies. I'm just petty enough to do it. Or your dad. Because I'm at the age where I can have both you, them, and your younger sister, Ashley, that just turned 26. All of them can get it. Huh?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking people.
Imagine your wife, who don't want to be with you anyway, but society says she has, runs off with a gay man to live her best life in a mansion with poodles.
There's a famous saying that you can't fix stupid, and it's absolutely true. Look, the fracturing with the mental disorders in this country, it's gone. There's no bringing this kind of retarded back. You can't. You can't bring this kind of stupid back. Papa Swole, you're racist. No, she's retarded. She's retarded. I don't care about her melanin content. She's retarded. I'm an equal opportunist. If you're retarded, I don't care what you look like. It's retarded.
No worries, huh? Trans woman, trans man, taking your whole family unit apart because you want to play.
Because you want to play? You want to play? Trans man, trans woman, take your whole damn family apart. Take your whole family apart because you want to play. I want to play? I want to play? I want to close the front fucking door so criminal rapists stop flooding our fucking country. I just want to close the door and put a better lock on it. That's it. That's it. And I'd like for grass-fed beef to not be $1,000 a pound. That'd be great.
There's tiny tuck,
Okay.
typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
Are you guys starting to see how the gay movement was that slippery slope? You want to stick something in your holes behind closed doors? Not a problem. When you start flaunting this as if everyone has to agree with your mental disorder, it's a problem. It's a problem. Okay? They want to destroy your society. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have... Look, the revolution is the goal. This is just saying shit to piss you off. That's the goal. It's a distraction, but it's also true. They believe it. The foot soldiers believe it. But the state is just sitting there like, counting their, filling their bag. They don't give a shit. These are just foot soldiers for the state. Foot soldiers for the establishment. So these people actually believe this stupid shit. But they're being manipulated. Because they're fucking retarded. Okay.
Just want to tell you all, that is the real agenda for the Alphabet Gang. Keep playing with us. You need to get in that booth and vote like you have some sense, okay? Our rights depend on it, and I'm not playing with you. You look up, and I got Barbara upside down. Now you mad. Keep that same energy. If I can't do what I want to do, I'm going to do everything else, okay?
What the fuck? I don't even understand. I don't even understand what that last...
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Okay.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I have no idea what that was about. Barbara upside down? What? 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 Again, don't try to assign, don't assign too much. It doesn't make sense for a reason. Anyway, that was painful, but it gets worse. It gets worse. And we're just going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way. We're going to get that kind of stupid. I'm not stopping.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have
different
layers or flavors to their particular gender.
I'm not fucking leaving. Okay, pick a number 1 or 2. I'm just going to go ahead and do number 2 because number 1 is going to be game over. Number 2, Trump 2024, by the way, please don't vote with, stop voting with your feelings. Vote with a pair of balls. Please. Use your logic and common sense. You need to remove emotion from the equation. The left, the Democrats, the establishment, they prey on stupid people. This is why they want to continuously lower the voting age. That's why they want to lower the voting age to 16. Can you imagine a 16-year-old voting? Exactly. You don't want to imagine it. I think you should be, I think it should be 25 or 30 to vote. No shit. No fucking shit unless you serve maybe in the military. Or do public, if you're going to allow everyone and every stupid fucking person, you should have to wait probably until 30. But then if you do some public service, okay, you can activate it earlier or something like that. But my God, use common sense and logic. Get out of the feelings. Again, you see how the feelings negatively affect, right? If you feel you had a hard workout, that could be a problem, right? You can't go off your feelings. You have to go off the objective. My God. Do you guys remember when Trump removed all gay rights? Do you remember when Trump was rounding up the alphabet mafia? He was rounding them up and putting them on trains and sending them to, do you remember when he was rounding up and he was getting rid of gay marriage? Oh, you don't? Oh, because it didn't fucking happen. You know what, people, I'm going to rant a little bit. People act like Trump wasn't president for 4 fucking years and that it wasn't awesome. They had nothing to complain about. They just complained about him because the media told them to, because he called them out, called them fake news, and it's absolutely true. So they raged on him. Yeah, and they're still raging on him. They tried to kill him, by the way. That only happened a month ago. No one remembers that. So, yeah. So there's that. He was already president. None of that happened. None of that would happen. It didn't happen. It's not going to happen. No, who fucking wants that? No, I don't give a shit who you fuck. Just stop telling all the children that they have to change their gender and they have to accept all this stupid shit. No, I'm not playing your dumb games. No, if you have a vagina, you're a woman. Get over it. Get over it. Start a family, get rid of the cats. You'll be happy. Jesus Christ. Pretty sure when Hitler got into power, he fucking ran Germany into the ground, essentially. He's like the furthest thing from Hitler. It's just brainwashing. It's scary. It's scary how stupid, low information voters, dumb people vote Democrat. Dumb people are going to be voting for Kamala Harris and stolen Valor Waltz. That dude's a creep. That dude's a fucking creep. He beats his kids or something. He's got skeletons in his fucking closet. Anyway, just get that feeling. Reminds me of the old guy from Big Lebowski. Let's see. Anyway, you already have experience. You already know what it was like. You don't have to wonder, oh my God, if he gets into office, we've already been there and it was fucking fine. Just chill out. If they chill out for a few years, it'll be 4 years from now and he's not going to serve again. Like, he's never going to leave. The Democrats are the ones that are talking about not certifying the election and keeping him out of office no matter what, trying to take him out, trying to imprison him. It's like fucking hypocrisy is insane. But we want to talk about actual communists or socialism. Nazi Socialist Party. Chairman Mao. We don't want to talk about what the left can do because we know it can do. Kill hundreds of millions of people. They're very good at that. They're very good at mass death. The left is excellent. The left is excellent at eradicating millions and millions of people from the planet. But keep taking your birth control and eating soy and eating the bugs and staying inside, not getting vitamin D and blah, 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 blah. Enjoy your 75th Marvel movie this year. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Yeah, absolutely. Steffi says Hitler used transgenic experimentation on people. Yeah, Dr. Death, Mengele. Yeah, the Nazis were doing most of the evidence and most of the research on hypothermia and stuff like that is from Nazi Germany. Of course, we imported all their fucking doctors. What's that, Operation Paperclip? And the scientists and stuff for the Manhattan Project. But it was, yeah, all the experiments on twins and stuff. Well, they're experimenting on children today. Anyone that's cutting off a child's breasts, these double mastectomies and all these gender clinics, like it's the same level of crime as Mengele during World War II. It's the same shit. It's disgusting. It's vile. Like, these people need to suffer and pay for their crimes, and I think they will. All right, let's move it on. Let's do this one because...
What's in the box?
If you just didn't want to... This is called Don't Congratulate on Weight Loss. Here we go. How is this... This guy might be transitioning.
Why shouldn't I congratulate people on reaching their weight loss? Why shouldn't I congratulate people on reaching their weight loss goals? Well, quite frankly, because you don't know how they lost the weight. But what if I know that they're doing it healthily? How do you know that? Because they told me?
Ooh,
okay,
weird.
so not to accuse the people in your life of being liars, but...
Yeah, not to accuse them of being liars, but they're fucking liars.
People aren't always reliable narrators when they relay how they're losing weight.
People aren't always reliable narrators when they relay how they're losing weight. You know the people around you that told you how they lost weight? Yeah, they're just lying to you. They're not narrating properly. This is not Animal Planet. The man ate another steak. The wild Papa Swolio was eyeing the gym with an intensity never before seen. Bleh. Okay.
I know they're not lying, though. Do you spend every hour with them 24/7? And, like, are you awake the entire 24 hours?
What the
Obviously,
fuck?
I'm not, so get on with it. Well, there you go. You are not always there to attentively bear witness to how they're approaching their weight loss. You don't know that it's healthy. I can't tell you how many people claim to be losing weight healthily and later get diagnosed with eating disorders. Huh? People with eating disorders are famously horrible judges of how healthy they're eating. Many would not be capable of telling you or themselves the truth about how they're losing weight. Well, what should I say instead if they ask me
Say
about
nothing. Don't talk
If
to
they
people.
ask, tell them you don't want to comment on their weight or anyone else's weight.
I don't want to comment on your weight or anyone else's weight. I would turn to the person and be like, stop being such a fucking faggot. If my friend or someone was like, I lost weight, like, I don't want to talk about it. I'd be like, my friends would be like, you fucking pussy. The fuck are you talking about? And it should result in a complete onslaught on your manliness. I don't want to comment on other people. Oh, stop being such a huge pussy. Stop being such a pussy.
And that you love them and appreciate them no matter what their size is. And I can't tell them I'm proud of them for achieving their goals? You almost definitely don't have enough information to know if you're encouraging a dangerous approach to them reaching their goals.
I stopped listening.
I'd say you probably should.
Okay. All right. Well, that was great.
That's a huge bitch.
That's great. Jesus Christ. Don't talk to people about weight loss. When they lose weight or whatever, like, just don't speak to them. I don't want to talk to people about weight loss. I don't want to talk about anyone's weight. I don't want to talk about your weight loss. I don't want to talk about anyone else's body size. Okay. God, you know, that's the fastest way to not have friends, is to say pussy ass shit like that. As a dude, no one's going to be your friend. These are like the male feminists. I mean, he's obviously a little, but no dude is friends with that. No straight man. Because a straight man, like, you need to be able to take a joke. You can't be a huge pussy. This is why dudes razz each other all the time. This is why dudes talk shit, and like a good bromance, good friendship, you're always talking crap. You're always talking crap. Right? You're just talking shit. Right? You have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Like, they're always talking shit, making jokes. You have to be able to take a joke. That's just what dudes do. They just talk shit about each other. But it's a friendly way. You can take a joke. You have to qualify. Okay, you're not a huge pussy. We can hang out. That's what it is. That's what goes through a dude's filter subconsciously. Oh, you can take a joke. Oh, you're not a bitch. Cool. We can hang. That's all it is. You're on a job site. You're on construction. You're working any kind of like job where there's dudes, like linemen. You do any of that, you're talking shit all the fucking time. Military, you can call people in the military pussies. You know, Marines, you better be able to take a fucking joke all the time. Bullets are flying and these guys are talking shit. So it's awesome. It's awesome. You know, having dark humor is like the same thing as saying grass-fed beef. It should just be humor. It's only dark if you're a pussy. Okie dokie. Google updater. Oh. NSA is on the ball. All right, this is called Disrespect Your Elders. We've seen this creep before. Hide your children. Last one.
What's in the box?
I had to see it, so you do too.
Hi, love. Here are 3 ways to disrespect your elders. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic parent or...
All right, who's this targeting? Who disrespect your elders? If you have a narcissistic parent, he is addressing children. He is addressing children. And this is a dude, by the way. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Okay, Buffalo Bill, we'll play it through. I'll stop. Well, I might stop it again. I might honestly stop it. He's talking to children, your elders. He's not talking to 30-year-old dudes.
Hi, love. Here are 3 ways to disrespect your elders. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic parent or a bullying boss at work, you need to 1, play innocent. There's some sort of secret code or language they're using to try to get you to do what they want. And all you need to do is ask, what do you mean? I don't get it. Could you explain that? Be innocent. Number 2, feel no guilt. Bullies and narcissists use guilt as leverage.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. The gaslighting is off the charts. They use guilt. There's guilt. All these F-tards, all they do is just try to make you feel guilty. Oh, like you feel like you're the bad person. Because you're just being mean. You're not letting me live my authentic life and being my authentic self. No, I see if this is your authentic self, then yeah, it offends my sensibilities and offends society and offends my moral compass. It offends my logic and common sense. This isn't your authentic self. This is a fetish. Okay.
And if you refuse to feel guilty, it doesn't matter what you do or what they do or say. And number 3, limit contact.
Ah, yes, children. Ignore your parents. Remove yourself from your parents. Don't listen to them. Remove contact. You just listen to old Jeffrey here. You listen to old Grandpa Jeffrey. I'm gonna make you all feel nice and snuggly. Come on now, just ignore your parents and come on over to Jeffrey's house. It's warm and fuzzy here. I might even take you down to the basement and give you a nice big old popsicle. You'll like that, wouldn't you?
Don't do extra. Don't go above and beyond. Don't show up constantly, consistently, and all the time sacrificing your life for their agenda.
Oh, God. Oh, I feel sick. Ew, the icky. Oh, the icky. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's so gross. It's so fucking gross. That, my friends, is what we call a pedophile. That is a pedophile. That is, okay. Holy shit. Remember, don't accept candy from strangers? Because dudes would show up in a van, a beat up van, and be like, hey, you guys want some candy? And kids are like, yay, candy. And they'd get in this guy's fucking truck. Okay? It went from don't accept candy from strangers to be like, look at this person living his authentic self. And he's like, hi, kids. He's an old dude in drag. Not even drag. It's a dude. It's a dude with a dress, with makeup on, shaving his fucking eyebrows, whatever creep shit this is. Hi, don't talk to your parents. That's a pedophile. That is a pedophile. That is a pedophile with a creepy fucking fetish. Let me ask you this. For anyone that wants to deny this or pretend like that guy is not a pedophile, okay? Now, does he have child pornography on his hard drives and stuff? I'm not saying that he does, okay? But let me just ask you this. How many of you are parents out there? You got some parents. Okay. Forget the actual definition. Forget this dude if he's actually diddled kids. I'm not saying this individual has actually committed these crimes. But this is Ready? A thought experiment. You have kids. Would you let him babysit your kids? I don't really need to wait for the answer. If you would let this person babysit your kids, you're not fit to be a parent. Yeah, PK, fuck no. Yeah. You would not, if you would let this, Elizabeth says, I would never let my kids near that thing. Okay. And why is that? If you have, those warning bells and shit go on, that hits them all. That's not even, you don't have to think about that. It's like this natural, oh my God, what the fuck? You would never let that person near your children. All the alarm bells, all the instincts. And here's the thing, if you have any instinct, period, you need to listen to that. Most people don't listen to their initial instinct because they don't trust it. Because they don't have integrity with themselves. They don't trust themselves. They don't believe in themselves. They lie to themselves in their head. So they don't trust their instincts and they do stupid shit. That's a weird looking car. It doesn't look like the Uber I ordered. It's kind of confusing. Just listen to the voice inside. I don't know. This guy kind of creeps me out, but I'm just going to go, just listen to that voice and just listen, trust the voice. And just like, you're better safe than sorry with those things. That just sets off every fucking alarm bell possible. It's not even a conversation. Cerny says, had that happen when I was a kid, parents taught us to run away. Important you teach your kids that there are some bad people in this world. And that's the problem. You have children now, they're being raised with like compassion. Everyone's unique. Love is love. You have to, expect, people's authentic self. So now you have all these kids that are growing up around like drag queens and this kind of bullshit. Yeah, they're going to be attacked. They're going to be manipulated. They're going to be abused. They're just setting themselves up for this weird type of like sexual trauma. It's just insane. It's insane. It's fucking insane. And that shit's on TikTok. TikTok is a poison. TikTok is garbage. I hope it's listening on my phone. Fuck you. That app sucks. I use it. Yeah, I got millions of followers. It sucks. It sucks. If you're a parent, you let your kid on TikTok, that might be abuse. Your kids should not have social media until they're like 16. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. Even Instant Messenger, AOL Instant Messenger was too much in high school. It's just too much. I remember it. It's just, you get too obsessed with it, checking it. That's when it was starting. That's when social media, you had AOL. Okay, but once you start, AOL Instant Messenger is really when social media started, not AOL. You were emailing. I remember AOL, you had to look up, you had to type in, you had to look up, member online. I remember it was AOL 2.6 or 2.7. I don't know if it was still black and white or whatever, but I remember you would have to type in the username to see if they were online. You had to do it manually. So you had to know the person's username and type it in. Oh, this person's online. Oh, cool. Once you start having buddy lists, but AOL Instant Messenger is really when it was, because that was its own app. It wasn't through AOL. You have your buddy, on AOL. No, it was just separate. AOL Instant Messenger was just Instant Messenger. So that was like the first type of like texting type shit. It wasn't the first one. There was ICQ or whatever, all that stuff. But, the first one that most people mainstream used. The door opening. Anyway. Where were we? All right, swole card time. Before we do the swole card, let's do a throw. Cleanse the palate. Scary, frightening, worse, gross. These are all bad. Let's try it. Oh, shit.
Fat phobia should make you uncomfortable.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Oh, shit.
Fat phobia should make you uncomfortable.
Was that the audio at the beginning? Oh, shit.
Fat phobia should make you uncomfortable.
Settle down.
Because it is intertwined with every single other system of oppression that exists.
Give me a break.
It is related.
Jesus Christ.
To sexism, racism, homophobia, xenophobia.
No, it's not.
Classism.
Ooh. No, it's not. Who are you talking to? What are you reading from? Why are you pausing for dramatic effect?
And so when you talk about one, you talk about it all.
Brothers and sisters of the congregation, you are fatphobic, xenophobic, racist, classist. I feel like Al Sharpton is going to walk out of the corner.
And to learn, you need to unlearn. And it shouldn't be on us to teach you.
The struggle session. The struggle session on TikTok.
To stop spewing hateful, false, fatphobic rhetoric.
I think you're the one that's calling everyone racist and classist and xenophobic, and I think that was you that just insulted every single person. Oh my God, the struggle sessions are real. You need to address the classist, capitalist, patriarchal, misogyny, the classism, the homophobia, the fatphobia. The only thing being oppressed is the Earth's crust. How dare gravity pull me this hard into the ground? Brothers and sisters, we must fight science. Negative 9.8 meters per second squared is too much. Even in a vacuum. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm done. I already used the Mate soundboard. I'm done. Do we have I have something else. We're done, but I need to find something else. I need something to hit. What else do I got? Let's see. Yeah.
Loud noises! Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
That's a good one. That's a solid one. Fam, we went long today. That's what she said. But you like it when Daddy goes long, don't you? Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and because this is the only mancast in the realm, by default, it's the greatest mancast in the realm. So make sure you leave a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts because that's what you do. We're one of a kind here on the Game Train. So make sure you subscribe, share it, leave a review, all that good shit, and join us over at swolenormousx.com. Mañana we have Round Table. La Mesa en el Círculo. 74. Jueves de Augusto. 15. 6 en la noche. en la noche. All right. Tomorrow, August 15th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Round Table 74. Be there. My eye holes and my ear holes. We went extra long today. I am destroyed. I am exhausted after this episode. An epic fucking shitstorm. But it was great. It was great. I think we balanced the scale with intelligent conversation and the most retarded shit we've seen in a while. One of the best. One of the best episodes with a pure balance of training and then just this insane, stupid shit. Okay. Cerny says card for Miss Texas Fit, possible new member. Yeah, we went really hard on her question. We went really deep. I don't disagree. Swole as fuck. I think Miss Texas Fit wants to be swole as fuck. I think she needs to be swole as fuck. I agree. I think because a big part of the episode was around her question, why not? Falcon. Just a straight up award. Congratulations! I like it, Cerny. Cerny's the vet. Cerny's the veteran. Cerny's the GOAT. So pretty much what Cerny says goes. Cerny is like the Grand Chancellor. She's she's like Palpatine. Cerny's Palpatine. So Miss Texas Fit sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3022 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Yeah, Cerny's like Emperor Palpatine. She's like, Miss Texas Fit deserves a Swole card. Yeah. Cerny's just back there in her cloak. The Swole card goes to Miss Texas Fit. All right, congratulations. Welcome to the weirdest mancast in the realm. The Grand Swelda. I like it. All right, fam. Congratulations, Miss Texas Fit. Hopefully you join the Swole fam. If not, we wish you the best sick fucking gains, but you know where to make those sick fucking gains, right here in the Daily Swole and inside the Swole fam. And by the way, make sure you check out merch. Let's go over, got some brand new brand new bull milk. Miss Texas Fit absolutely needs, if you want to build muscle, sure, the workout's important, the intensity, the volume, the frequency, very important, but you need the best protein in the game, so get yourself some bull milk. Let's see, we got some new merch. We have the new crop top, the loose crop tops. We have the new Taylor Swift design. So I don't like Taylor Swift. Good. Wear this fucking shirt and make fun of her. So go to the fucking gym. Great design. Just another way to call people fat, lazy fucks. And I know how much you all appreciate having the variety and never go. And every single day people see you and it's like, how do you find a way to insult me every single day with a new shirt? And it's like, well, we aim to please. 20% off all new releases, papaswolio.com. We also have brand new Evening Yin with the Ball, brand new class from Alex, adding to our ridiculous archive of amazing yoga classes. So go and check that out as well. And we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for Round Table 74. 74, Thursday, August 15th. The link will be on your homepage, but I'll text you in advance and let you know, remind you. So we'll see you then. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies.